Liverpool produced the performance of their European season so far when it mattered most to sweep aside the previously imperious-looking SL Benfica and reach the last four of the Europa League. In a highly charged Anfield atmosphere, Dirk Kuyt headed the Reds in front from a corner on 27 minutes. The goal initially chalked off by an assistant referee for a suspected offside, but reinstated moments later by referee Bjorn Kuipers, despite Benfica protests. That levelled the tie on aggregate with Liverpool ahead on away goals, and it was 2-0 7 minutes later when a Steven Gerrard pass split the visitors' defence and Lucas ran on to finish confidently. When Fernando Torres finished off a sweeping Liverpool counter-attack for the third and the goal of the game, it looked like Rafa Benitez's side had done enough. But Oscar Cardoso stepped up to fire home his third goal of the tie with 20 minutes to go to set up a very tense finale. And pushing forward for a second killer away goal, the Portuguese were hit on the counter-attack, Torres clinically settling the tie 8 minutes from time to send Liverpool into a last four meeting with Club Atletico de Madrid. 4-1 on the night, 5-3 on aggregate.
Credit to the players because it was against a good team. Benfica started the game pushing and pressing high, and little by little we were not controlling because they were dangerous, but as soon as we scored the first goal, the game was more open, we have more spaces, and then we were more dangerous in counter-attack.
So Liverpool's opponents will be Atletico, who progressed to their first European semi-final in 11 years on away goals at the expense of Valencia, following a 0-0 draw. Diego Forlan had the home side's best chances in a match that failed to live up to the intensity and drama of the 2-2 first leg draw at the Mestalla. His first ended with this disappointing chip wide after being sent clear by Paulo Assunção. He then saw this long-range effort fingertipped onto the post by Cesar Sanchez. David Villa threatened to win it for Valencia, but struck the woodwork 10 minutes from time as Atletico held on.
Atletico made it very difficult, like we knew before. They were better in these two ties, but the last 20 minutes were for Valencia. But for some reason, we couldn't score the goal that enabled us to go through.
In the other half of the draw, Hamburg remain on course to contest the final on home soil, their 3-1 win over Standard de Liège in Belgium, giving them a 5-2 aggregate success. Mladen Petric settled the early nerves in the 20th minute, heading in from close range. Home captain Igor de Camargo pulled one back on the night just past the half hour, heading in from a free kick. But just 2 minutes later, Hamburg restored their lead with the goal of the game. Petric acrobatically dispatching Dennis Iogo's cross into the bottom corner. Needing 3 second-half goals to progress, Standard were unable to claw their way back into the game, and José Paulo Guerrero supplied the finishing touch to a stoppage-time counter-attack to add gloss to the scoreline.
We played very well tonight and didn't allow our opponents much. We dominated them for most of the match. The only chances that they got were on set pieces.
The final hurdle standing between Hamburg and a home showpiece comes in the shape of a Fulham side who continue to surprise everyone. They hit German champions VfL Wolfsburg with the biggest surprise of all less than 25 seconds into the game. Bobby Tamura turning Jan Szymanek before rifling the ball past Diego Benaglio. That gave the visitors a 3-1 aggregate lead that they protected expertly. Christian Gentner and Edin Dzeko had already forced good save from Mark Schwarzer before Dzeko struck the post late on. Even that wouldn't have proved enough, as Fulham deservedly reached their first ever European semi-final.
It hurts. We wanted to go a long way as a team. It was a huge thing for us, for every player, I think. And we definitely wanted to make it into the semi-finals. But the early goal hurt us, and it made things difficult. And it motivated Fulham even more. And in the end, it just wasn't enough for us.
Und ja, zum Schluss hat es nicht gereicht.